The woman who never slept. Every night she stays awake to guard a terrible secret. In the village of Umuaka, when the moon climbed high and the world surrendered to sleep, there was one house where the lamp never went out. Not during the rainy season, not during Harmattan, not even when sickness swept through the land and silence filled the nights. The villagers whispered about it. That woman does not sleep. Children were warned not to look toward her compound after sunset. Hunters avoided passing her gate at night. Even the dogs lowered their tails when they heard her name. Her name was Nkiru, and for 30 years, Nkiru never slept. Once, Nkiru was like every other woman. She laughed loudly. She slept deeply. She dreamed beautifully. She was married to Obina, a strong farmer with kind eyes, and together they had a daughter named Chiamaka, a child whose laughter could soften even the hardest heart. Their home was filled with warmth. At night, Nkiru slept with her daughter pressed against her chest, listening to Obina's slow breathing beside them. Life was simple. Life was good. Until the night everything ended. It was a night without moonlight. The wind was restless. The trees whispered warnings. Nkiru was already asleep when she heard the knock. Knock, knock, knock. Not loud, not urgent, but deliberate. Obina sat up. "Who knocks at this hour?" he muttered. Before Nkiru could stop him, he rose and opened the door. No one stood there, just the darkness. Then a voice spoke, not from outside, but from everywhere. "You have something we want." Obina froze. Nkiru felt the air turn cold. The voice continued, "The child carries a gift that does not belong to humans." Suddenly, shadows poured into the compound, shapes without faces, forms that bent the firelight. Nkiru screamed and clutched Chiamaka. The voice returned, "Give her to us, and you will live in peace." Nkiru did not think. She did not hesitate. She screamed words that shook the night. "Take me instead." The shadows laughed, a sound like dry leaves grinding together. It does not work that way. The ground trembled. Obina fell to his knees, bleeding from the nose. Chiamaka began to cry, not like a child, but like something older, deeper. The voice paused. "There is another way." Silence fell. "Guard the gate. Stay awake. Never sleep. If you sleep, we will come for her." Nkiru felt something press against her chest, a burning mark carved into her soul. "Do you accept?" Her answer came without thought. "Yes." The shadows vanished. The night returned, but nothing was ever the same again. That night, Nkiru did not sleep. She sat upright till dawn, eyes burning, heart pounding. Every sound felt dangerous. Every shadow felt alive. When morning came, Obina found her still awake. "You should rest," he said. She shook her head. "I can't." That night became the next, and the next. 3 days passed, then 7. Nkiru did not close her eyes. She learned something terrifying. Whenever sleep tried to take her, she heard whispers scratching at the walls. Weeks turned into months. Nkiru's eyes grew red. Her body weakened. Her laughter disappeared. Obina begged her to explain. She never did. How could she tell him that sleep meant death? One night, unable to endure it, Obina mixed herbs into her food, a sleeping remedy. Nkiru collapsed, and the moment her eyes closed, the wind howled. The door slammed open. The shadows returned. Nkiru screamed herself awake. Obina was found dead by morning, his face frozen in terror. From that night on, no one questioned her wakefulness again. The village changed toward Nkiru. Women avoided her. Men feared her. They said, "She feeds on darkness. She is cursed. She keeps demons company." Children claimed they saw her standing motionless at night, eyes glowing like embers. But none of them knew the truth, that every night Nkiru stood between the world and something far worse. Chiamaka grew quickly, too quickly. By age 7, she spoke in riddles. By 10, she knew things she was never taught. Sometimes she stared into the darkness and whispered, "They are waiting, Mama." Nkiru's heart shattered each time. She knew the truth. Her daughter was a door, and Nkiru was the lock. 30 years passed. Nkiru's hair turned white, her back bent, her hands trembled. Still, she did not sleep. The villagers noticed something strange. Whenever Nkiru was near death, disasters stopped. No plagues, no unexplained deaths, no missing children. Without knowing it, the village was protected by a woman who never rested. One night, Nkiru felt it. Her heart was failing. Her eyes blurred. The whispers grew louder than ever. "You are tired," the shadows crooned. "Let go." Chiamaka, now a grown woman, knelt before her mother. "Mama, let me take your place." Nkiru smiled weakly. No child should pay for their mother's promise. As dawn approached, Nkiru made a choice. She lit the lamp brighter than ever before and poured her remaining life into the flame. The shadows screamed. The gates sealed forever. As the sun rose, for the first time in 30 years, Nkiru slept, and she never woke again. Till today, in Umuaka, there is a small shrine where a lamp burns every night. No one dares put it out, because elders say, if the light dies, the shadows will return. And somewhere, in the space between dreams and waking, a woman still stands guard. Some secrets are not buried. They are watched by those who love enough to never sleep.